Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Gregory. When people are in their late 20s and early 30s, they always look back and say, why didn't I pay more attention in school? Or why didn't I get better grades? Or why did I go in one direction instead of going in the other direction? Or overall, why didn't I follow my dreams? Often people will look back and say that they should have done better. Well, I was one of those people. I would often look back and say, why didn't I just sit for my MCAT exam and become a doctor, like some of my friends? Or when that didn't happen, why didn't I go into plan B and become a physician assistant? These are the thoughts that would come to me often, and it would make me feel depressed, and I would sulk about life and wonder, why didn't I just change the past so that I can have a better future? But what I have learned is that you can't keep looking back and saying, what if? You have to make the best of what you have now. A few years back, I was stagnant and I was fixated on my failures and regrets. I would wake up early, go to work, come back home, and I would repeat the process all over again, day in and day out. But I was still feeling empty inside. I wasn't fulfilling my inner core. And in the midst of this, I would also go and look for friends or people who are in the same boat, or even worse than I was, just so that I can feel better about myself. And while being around these people who were in the same boat as I was, I would give them motivational speeches and tell them that things will get better, basically being a hypocrite to myself, because I was telling them that the future could be better, but I myself wasn't believing in that for myself. So after talking to about, 10 to 12 of my friends, I realized that I can no longer be a hypocrite. I'm going to have to follow my dreams, so this way I can stop looking behind me and saying, why didn't I do this better? And I need to become a better me and achieve greatness with what I have with me right now. After working with the nonprofit organization for people with intellectual disabilities for about 5 years, I realized that I brought a lot to the company. I would go to work, I was that new, spunky attitude, thinking everything is wonderful. So, since I had so much willpower and good work ethics, people started noticing that. My co-workers, my supervisors, everyone was like, wow, Natalie, do something with this. So then I decided that I would go back to school and, follow my dreams of getting my bachelor's in biology. So at the age of 25, I made the decision to go back to school and follow my dreams. So it was the first day of class, and I was looking around me, and I was like, oh no, where's the exit? All around me were 18, 19, and 20-year-old students, and I was the 25-year-old adult in school. I felt very uncomfortable, and again, I wanted to run. But I had to push myself and say, no, this is what I'm going to do to get a better future for myself. And even it was hard at first, going to work with partners, lab partners, and doing group projects. And I felt uncomfortable, and I know that the other students felt uncomfortable as well, working with the adult in the class. But I overcame that fear, and persevered, and I finally finished and received my bachelor's in biology. And to this day, I still have good relationships with the classmates that I felt uncomfortable working with in the first place. So it was a win-win situation. Through every milestone I reach, I often look back and say I could have done better. I should have done it this way. This has sometimes hindered my growth and my will to push forward. Even though I've dwelled in the past, I've always had an optimistic approach in life. I do believe that everything happens for a reason, even me being in this MBA program here right now. So, what I have learned is that you can't keep looking in the past. You have to work with what you have now to make your future better. So, in life, we must ask ourselves, is dwelling on the past helping our futures? Thank you.